What's good? It's your man Valentine, a.k.a. Valen, here with my man DWI, the Matrix Studios, legendary DJ Disco Wiz, groundbreaking author Ivan Sanchez, growing up wild style in the BX. Y'all know what it is.
Word.
One love. Yo,
thank you, man.
And we appreciate it. We're gonna come back. We're gonna get more on that. Right. So we also have my man DJ Disco Wiz in the building. He's another pioneer. He's actually a pioneer in the hip hop game. He's the first Latino DJ. The first Latino DJ in the hip hop game, so it's a pleasure to have him up here. He came up in the game with Grandmaster Flash, Grandmaster Kaz, Grandmaster Kaz, and all those brothers. Kaz is a friend of the show. Kaz is a friend of the show. No doubt. So tell us about the time, man. Tell us about you starting off as a DJ in what, the 1970s?
1975. To
1975.
Yeah, but I already lived a life before that.
Talk to us about it. Keep us up to date.
Well, that's exactly the purpose of writing the book.
Okay.
Because it was a volatile time, you know what I mean? And just to portray us as human beings, you know what I mean? And just to tell the stories that no one's really talking about.
Okay.
Like Ivan said in Next Stop, but this is just a little more layered and detailed because it has, hip hop history involved, New York history involved, and a lot of other history that I don't want to give away.
So when is your book being released? June of 2009.
Yeah.
And Ivan is you and Ivan wrote this book together.
Yes,
He's one of the authors. You're one of the
authors.
authors.
Ivan contacted me about 2 years ago.
Okay.
He shot me a copy of his book.
Okay.
And I read his book. I fell in love with his book.
Okay.
And I, like yourself, I was intrigued. I was like, wow, this dude is talking the real talk that no one's really talking about. And we became fast friends.
Okay.
And one thing led to another. He came to New York a couple of times, and we did a couple of events and stuff like that. And I guess he just said, yo. Because I had somebody else in the West Coast working on my book.
Okay.
But it was a different book. It was not the book that it is now.
Okay.
It was just, ideas that I had about hip hop and stuff like that. Just, venting and stuff.
Okay.
But once I sat down with Ivan, he said, listen, man, I want to write your book.
Yeah.
Because Ivan, about 5 years earlier, was in Seattle, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
He was in Seattle and saw my archives in a museum out there.
Oh, really? Okay.
And he was like, wow, this dude is from my neighborhood. And it kind of got,
So you guys recently, your friend, within the last 5 years you became friends?
2 years.
2 years. All right. So I met you guys about 2 years ago.
Exactly. Well, that's around the same time that we started. Actually, probably when you met us, we probably had just penned out the first chapter of the book.
Wow.
The very first time we recorded for the book, we were recording in my car, sitting in front of Queensbridge housing projects.
Oh, wow.
Getting ready to go into a Tools of War jam.
Yeah.
Really?
And the D-Tech van rolled up on us heavy, you know what I'm saying? And
5-0 blindsided us.
It was crazy.
We
were in too nice of a car, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, I'm an author, here's my book. And they were like, you know what neighborhood you in? Y'all need to get up out of here. We were like, oh, come on, man. So it's a little bit of history of when we actually first started recording the interviews for the book. But I knew his history, man. And
what's the name of the book? What's the name of the book, Ivan?
It's called It's Just Begun, the epic journey of DJ Disco Wiz, hip-hop's first Latino DJ. It's coming out on Powerhouse Books. Powerhouse Books, man, they're visionaries, man, and they get it. Random House read an early draft of the manuscript, and they loved it. And for a major to love the book was a big deal.
Yeah.
The problem was they ain't know how to market it. They ain't know how to promote
That's
it.
That's a problem with a lot of these
And it goes back to the originality thing you guys were talking about.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to copycat different styles because they know that's going to fly.
Yeah.
But you got to be a trendsetter.
With a book, how do you do that? Like,
Yeah.
I understand the cover of the book is what's the first thing you grab, and then the information. But if you have a story that's been told by you that you lived, how can somebody else copy you off of that if no one has lived your story?
They can't.
I'm asking that too because I have.
Let me tell you something. The cover of the book just came about like 2 months ago.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
We already had written the book.
Really?
But the thing is, they can't They can't even copy your style. But what we trying to do is tell some honest stories.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We just want to tell honest stories because you walk into a bookstore today, you can't read about nobody from the Bronx. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And that's a sad thing.
And so many legendary people, man.
And on that note, like, and real fast, like I have a situation where I grew up in the Bronx, South Bronx. Two crackhead parents.
Yeah.
Went through the system, moved with my grandmother when I was 13.
Yeah.
They snatched me right out of junior high school while I'm practicing to graduate.
Yeah.
To do everything I did with my grandmother, worked out, went to the war, to the court and all that. And to now have my own business and be doing everything I'm doing with hip hop.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a story that I want to tell, and I just want to know your opinion, like on a story like that, because I can tell it from the beginning, and I want it to be good. My name is Williams.
Let me tell you something. Your story It's my story.
Right.
That's right.
And it's Ivan's story.
That's right.
My story and Ivan's story and your story and probably your story and probably your friend's story.
Right.
Yeah.
Those are the stories that we know, but those are stories that nobody else knows
That's right.
on a mass level. And those are the inspirational stories.
Yo,
and there's a lot of them.
The only advice I give people, man, is go all in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go all in. Like, it's a real thing. You know, I got people that want to kill me. We ran into Charlie Ahern tonight, the legendary director of Wild Style, the movie.
Okay.
And he was like, he just read my book. He said, I don't know how you even alive.
Yeah,
like
man.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. I'm 47 years old. I'm in books, museums. I'm everywhere. I've been around the world. But it wasn't until I met this brother 2 years ago that I sat down in a conference room like this for months upon months and really opened myself up.
Reflected on your life?
No, not reflected.
Okay.
I mean, I spilled everything out.
Guts. Okay.
We sat there, we cried together.
No doubt.
For days and days and days, and we did all of that healing, but also working.
So it was therapeutic as well.
It was very therapeutic. It was very therapeutic. I mean,
writing is
you
therapeutic,
walk around
man,
talking about that stuff, man, really digging and being brutally honest was one of the first things he told me.
Yeah, man.
To be honest. Because I mean we've probably all read stuff about people that we thought was going to move us.
Yeah.
But then it's the same kind of press clipping that you read everywhere else.
Yeah, you're right.
This ain't no press clipping.
No,
what you're going to read
life,
about
man.
me, you never knew.
That's the only thing I asked Wiz. I
look real forward to reading the book, man.
Yeah, man, it's a serious book, and I asked him for two things, man.
Honesty.
Be honest all the way, go all in, and don't show it to nobody till it's done.
That's right, man.
It's tough, man. It's tough.
I like the cover, man. I love the cover. It's just like you there in the rawest form.
I've been married for 14 years with my wife.
Okay.
And she reached chapter, she goes,
I didn't notice about you.
Yeah,
who is this dude?
Who's
this guy?
He broke one of the rules. He let his wifey read it, and she was like, "You can't put that in there about my husband."
He's like, who's this dude?
So,
I don't even
Yeah,
know
but
this
you
guy.
know what? That's the truth, and there's a saying. It says, "Words that come from the heart will pierce another's heart."
That's
So
right.
people are gonna.
Well, you know what, man?
It,
you know what? I'll just tell you this, man. I've been to death's doorsteps and back, man, and just to be able to say that the book is finished and it's published. And that I was blessed enough to, to be surrounded by good people.
That's good.
It's actually just a dream come true for me.
So tell your story, my man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody got.
But I'm saying somebody like me. I'm gonna highlight somebody like you to do exactly what.
Well, you know what I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you the same thing.
I'm gonna broker that deal.
No doubt.
I'm gonna tell you the same thing. I'm gonna tell you the same thing. I told a close friend of mine. That's a friend of the show, Grandmaster Cass, because he's also trying to do it. And I said, listen, you just take a tape recorder and just walk around on your everyday, business, and just when things come to you, just talk about it.
Yeah, but the reality is everybody got a story, but you still got to have a way about telling the story. Not everybody's a storyteller.
That's where you come in.
My spin would be my last name is Williams. I wanted to be called something. I hope nobody don't steal this. Where there's a will, with a yums, there's a way. Like will and slash yums, there's a way. And then tell a story about
marketing, baby.
Me and my two sisters. And then I'm an independent producer that a lot of people know me. I've been in the Daily News. I've been in this. I've been in that. And I own my own, a black man owning my own business from the Bronx. And giving back to people and doing things like, just even if it's a small book like this that explains so I can help a younger kid understand that, you see Barack Obama and all that, but I'm somebody right under him that's done something like that they say that can't be done.
There's a lot of inspirational stories.
Yeah, he's bringing up a very powerful point. And the fact is, I say that to these kids in the school. Okay, we love that Obama's in there, and we hope he's going to bring those programs back that Clinton had for us that Bush took away. Okay. But at the end of the day, it starts in the community. If it's not us in the schools and it's not us in the community, we can't expect Obama to go to Clinton, to Walton. We got to be there doing that. So do your thing, brother.
Exactly. Last 4 or 5 years, I've been rolling with nothing but young, up-and-coming indie artists. And, I tell them the same thing. I said, let me tell you something, man. Lead by example.
That's right.
Lead by example.
Set the
First
standard.
and foremost, with consumers, people bitch and moan. Older than you, they bitch and moan about what's wrong with the status quo. But you know what, man? As an individual, change can be,
That's right.
implemented. It don't have to be in a mass level. Yeah. You know what I mean?
All right, so what are we getting into?
I'm gonna play some inspirational music.
Yeah,
and we're
man.
gonna come back with a finale of this. And this is getting good.
Yeah,
right
it's getting good, man. I am a student today. Usually I'm the teacher. Today I'm the student. You know what I mean? That's a good thing, man.
Oh, we got the why I'm mad.
So let's get into telling why you mad, and that's great, man.
If it's good, I want you to send it to me.
I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore. I want you to get up right now. Get up, go to your windows, open them, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Yeah, you know what time it is. This is our favorite segment of the show, and it's called Tell 'Em Why You Mad. So, Ivan, Wiz, this is the part of the show where you get to air out anything that's been, and you get to touch on, just no cursing, but you can touch on anything you want. Tell the people why you mad. Something that's got you mad, man.
Yo,
anything.
let me tell you something, man. Stop giving me your business card, yo. If you ain't gonna return my phone call, man, stop that, yo. Stop wasting my time, man.
That's right.
I don't got time for that, man.
That's right.
I'll hit you back. If you ain't hitting me back, yo, don't give me your card, please.
That's right. Stop. Stop acting Hollywood.
Stop that,
you know
yo.
what I mean?
I don't got no time for that, yo.
All right, what else? Give me another one. I know you got a couple.
I'm mad because minorities ain't buying my book right now.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's horrible.
Yo, how we gonna keep getting books in
That's
bookstores? How y'all gonna be able to tell your story if nobody's buying our books, man?
That's right.
Come
You
on,
see,
man.
we got them up here. We support the cause, baby.
Yo,
this is what it is.
The book is $14,
Yeah.
yo. That's like 2 Starbucks cups of coffee,
yeah,
man.
that's-
No, I'm gonna make a trip to start. Is it? Nah, I'm about to say
It's
Starbucks.
Barnes and Noble.
Barnes and
I'm thinking
Noble.
about because they connect.
And I've been
Barnes and
promoting
Noble.
the book.
Thank you, bro.
A lot of my people have been picking up the book.
Thank you, bro.
People
I
have been
appreciate
picking
it.
up the book. Lady G's got a couple copies. My man Iz got some copies. My people in Lancaster, PA said they were gonna pick
I
it up.
appreciate
All right,
the
hold
love.
on. This is what we gotta do. This is what you got. You got an extra book on you today?
No, we can take one of mine.
nothing
No, but
with me.
I want to. No, because I wanted him to sign it, but I was trying to finagle a way to get it done, but I still want to pay. I still want that money to be.
You just gotta go to
distributed.
Barnes and Noble, man.
Yeah, but then I gotta go find him to sign it. But
I'm
he-
in the, I'm
you
in the
know what? He'll
Bronx.
sign
let him
this
sign
one.
that one
Yeah.
for
Pay
me,
Ivan.
and
Yeah.
I'm
then
gonna
you
go
give me
get.
back.
'cause-
You give me
yeah.
back a
Dude's
regular
right
one.
here, man. Just pay him.
I can do that too. We could-
I got you.
Now
yo.
we want those
$14.
numbers. We want those sales. We want those sales. We want people to go to the store.
Street sale.
And that's right. The power. If the numbers are gonna count,
Yeah.
then we do it. We want the numbers to count.
That's the reality,
That's
yo.
the reality. We
If
wanna
they
get
not-
those numbers
If they're
up.
not buying our books, we get another book in 10 years, yo.
That's right. Well, you know what? It's gonna take off, man. It's gonna
Thank
take
you, bro.
off. It's
Thank
gonna
you.
take. I believe in. I believe
I
God.
keep telling him
I
that.
believe God got you here for a reason. I believe you're still. Everything happens for a reason. You guys are still alive for a
Tell
reason.
him, man, 'cause I
Wiz
keep
is
telling
still
him
alive
that.
for a reason. You're doing a good thing.
Thank
Put
you.
God first in your life. Keep positive. Do what you got to do, and things are gonna work out, man.
No
You got
doubt.
discos
And
while you
that's
mad?
it, man. DJ Disco Wiz,
Yo.
tell him why you mad.
Yo, son.
Go in, baby.
I am not mad.
You're not mad.
Alright.
There's
No.
nothing.
No, man. I'm blessed, man. I'm
There
There
totally
you go. I
blessed.
say, yeah, you
I'm
know.
totally-
look,
I was mad though.
Why?
I was mad for a long time, man.
But you know what?
But I ain't mad no more.
Now that you're not
Nah,
all right. Is there anything that you all right? So don't tell them why you're mad, but why are you concerned? Is there anything that concerns you that got you uptight? Something with the law, anything like that? You know.
Honestly, man.
All right, so-
honestly, man, I ain't mad at nothing, man.
Okay.
Every day above earth is a good day.
That's a
man.
beautiful thing. I
No doubt.
like it. D, tell them why you mad, son.
I'm mad because I still find that people worry more about everybody else's time and business and things that's going on other than themselves.
That's right.
And then finding ways within themselves to become better. Because you think about it, if everybody just thought about whether hook or crook, if they just decided to figure out another way to do whatever they're doing, like, you know, things would be
got
better.
you. Yeah.
Everybody just finds, oh, I can't do this. I'm going to go shoot this person and get money. Like, you're not even thinking that you're going to get caught because I be watching these forensic file shows. You're going to get
crazy,
caught. Like,
yeah.
That's right.
your hair, I realize now, your hair falls, like, especially if you're a guy that has long hair or a girl that has, like, it's a wrap. Like, anything you do is a wrap. So
That's
crime
right.
is really not really in right now.
Yeah,
'Cause
you mad.
if you plan on getting away.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
mad. I'm
it-
mad. All right. I'm mad at two things, man. I'm mad, number one, that people don't keep their word. People are not men of their word, which I am. You know what I'm saying? So I'm mad when if you can't keep your man as a word, you know what I mean? Like, I'm mad that I co-signed somebody and then he didn't come through and you know, I did it from the kindness of my
All right,
heart.
man,
and
just
now-
put him on blast,
I'm mad.
man.
Nah,
Just put him on blast, man.
I'm just mad. I'm mad at that. And you know, what else am I mad? You know what? I had something else, but it's not a big deal. My man DJ Disco Wiz got me, you know.
Yeah,
he's
kinda like
pushing
him.
up
I'm
the
kinda like him
standard.
now too, because I don't really get mad
Yeah.
about things. Especially
Well,
if
you
I can't
know,
control it.
This is
Like,
the
you could be
therapeutic
mad
part
all
of the
day.
show
We
where you
can
can
see-
just express yourself.
Dude, we just walked away from a car accident
yeah,
to come
word
to
up.
your
right.
show.
Yeah,
We ain't mad.
You ain't
Word up.
mad, God. You blessed.
That's
Yeah,
right.
maybe I need to buy that book because he have to get that car fixed.
Word.
Yeah, and I'm mad. I'm you just like you say too, man. I'm mad. You know what I'm mad about? I'm mad that all these artists are so focused on the majors instead of putting out their music independently and not
That's
realizing
because
that's the
they're not
key.
promoting for themselves. They're not
They want
utilizing
somebody else, and that goes back to just wanting to be famous.
Yeah.
They just want to be in front of the TV. They just want the big budget. And they silly. I had a discussion with an artist like who wants me to be involved with his career because he's not everything I'm involved with, and I tell him, look, I'm not doing that. If you want me to be involved with your career so we can get a major record deal, I'm not doing that. If you want to promote independently, put out records and get your numbers up, and then the majors will come to you. Yeah. If you want to do that, let's just make good music. That's right. It. Let's just get in the studio and make good music. I'm with that.
Yeah,
but I'm mad at that.
I tell you what, I got one for you.
Okay, let me.
We pulled it out.
I know we pulled it out.
No, but it's not a real mad. Just like a little pet peeve.
He's disappointed.
People that don't dance at parties.
That's true.
People that don't jam. Yeah. Come on, man. People just don't appreciate music anymore.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? You go to a club, you get made up. You know what I'm saying? You bring your shorty, all that. You just stand there, play gangster against the wall, by the bar, buy drinks. Come on, man. Music's supposed to be enjoyed to the fullest, man. Right. Back in the days, we enjoyed music.
Yeah, you did. You did it from the love of your...
We didn't stand there looking at people performing. Yeah. We danced. You know what I'm saying? That's missing.
You're right. I agree 100%. Let me ask you a question. I want to touch on a couple of things with you. When you was DJing and everything, what's the difference that you see now? Because I heard you say it on EG Radio like 2 years ago, and you were talking about the changes from when you were doing it as how you see it today, the music industry. Like, you know, what's the difference? What do you see? What do you like? What do you don't like? Did you talk about it?
No, let me tell you something.
What's the difference from today? What was the difference from when you were initially doing it? Now you're a legend. And from today, the differences that you see in the music game.
Well, personally, I was too busy involved in it.
Okay.
To even know what we were doing, first of all.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It was a movement in motion.
Okay.
So we were too engulfed by that to even look outside the box.
Okay.
You know, to think of it as something other than just being a social conscious movement.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Now it's been dissected, exposed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
commercialized like a
cookie
mother.
cup. You know, versions of everything, and just made into big business and all the intangibles that come with business.
Are you disappointed?
No. You can't be disappointed, man, because let me tell you something. At the end of the day, and I say this a lot, imagine a world without hip hop. You know what I mean?
It did give a lot of people jobs.
This genre for the last 34 years or so has fed millions of people.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And a lot of urban youth.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but
not only here in New York, but across the globe.
Let me chime in.
I'm
not a legendary artist, man, but it was about creativity, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's what we had to do on the street corners.
Yeah.
We had burnt down buildings. We did graffiti to liven up them buildings and get some color in our neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We had a story to tell. We said 2 years ago, a friend of mine asked me to say, you know what I'm saying? Now everybody's a gangster. Everybody wants, even if they're not living that lifestyle.
Yeah, which most of them
it's a creative outlet to be expressive. You know?
Right.
And that's how I started. I was an MC and I was a DJ and I was a break dancer.
Let me ask y'all something now. And it's always, I guess this is when you mature and you grow up and be a man, or you mature in life. You ever look at like some of the movies now? Look at the trains, like how crazy they used to look.
Yeah.
Like we used to have the trains looking sick.
It was beautiful.
But some of them was beautiful.
It
was beautiful.
No, but I'm talking about the bad ones.
Shout outs to crime and all that.
They were rolling canvases, man.
Yeah, man.
It was just stuff on it.
We
all
need
over
it back.
The place.
We need that
well,
back.
some of it, like
I played in a lot of abandoned buildings as a kid.
Yeah.
Like I was born in '75, but in my teenage life, like on their Fordham Road, we was in the abandoned building swinging from balconies, climbing up, playing manhunt. Like you're not supposed to do that. That's not supposed to be there.
Nowadays, kids don't even go outside. Me and Wiz was just talking about it. Everybody's inside playing video games.
Yep.
I don't think people chill on the fire escape anymore.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
Back in the day, you chill on your fire escape. You know what I mean?
Yeah, get a roll out.
Hang out on the roof. You go hang on the roof.
my man died behind the stage. He said technology messed everything up. You know, it doesn't nowadays. The kids doesn't allow, and there's a lot of overweight kids based on that
but you
too.
know what it is too, man. You know what it is too.
Go ahead.
The interaction is missing.
Yeah,
just the
people
human,
are desensitized.
The human interaction.
Yeah.
The touch. You know what I'm saying? Like we played as kids. We played all kind of sports. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we kind of hung out you know, and the quarter juices.
Yeah,
and
you're
stuff
right,
like that.
man.
Heggy's up, Heggy's down.
Yeah.
Hanging out.
Scalesy.
Movies. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yo,
Johnny on the Pony, all of that.
Real quick, yo,
God,
we took care of our communities and we policed ourselves.
Yeah, you're right.
We caught this dude trying to rape a woman one night.
Really?
And we dragged him down 6 flights of stairs, yo.
Yeah.
And we beat him half to death.
That's right.
And when the cops came and tried to find out what was going on, yo, he just tried to rape one of our friends' mothers. Yeah. And they said, yo, you got a few more minutes.
Yeah, I remember.
These kids are too baby, man.
I believe in street justice.
These kids are too soft.
Yeah,
Kids
they are
nowadays,
soft.
Man. They could be saying whatever they want to say, portray whatever they want to say, but I'll be honest with you, these kids nowadays are soft.
Right.
Yeah.
They're soft.
And they all talk about no snitching, no doing
They babied and all that. Let me tell you, when I was 8 years old, I had keys in my house. And I went to school by myself, came home by myself, and my mother had 2 jobs. Nobody took care of me.
He's talking about keys to open the door, people.
Yeah.
No, keys to my apartment.
I hope so at 8 o'clock, at 8 years old.
Yeah.
I hope so. But no, I totally agree.
That's non-existent now.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that the kids nowadays are too, and everything is so like, they get PlayStation 3, man, $400, and the kids are getting it like, you want to get a gift from me $400, you better go get a job.
I was talking to somebody today. He was like, yeah, I just bought little man. I bought my PlayStation. I bought my PlayStation 3, and tomorrow I'm gonna go buy my Xbox. I said it's the same thing. Why would you buy the same thing? You gonna spend $800 on the same thing? Like, and we're in a recession. I was in Best Buy the other day. This dude literally had 4 Xboxes, 2 PlayStation 3s, 5 Wii's.
That was a fake credit card, yo.
Yeah, I want to know what he does for a living.
I don't want to be the angry grandfather, man, but you gotta teach the kids responsibility, man.
True indeed. Let's get into a record and come back, D, and with the end and wrap it up. All right, new music, baby, and we'll be back with DJ Disco Wiz and Ivan Sanchez, man. And we are having a lot of good dialogue today on the show. We going in, man. So I want to thank these brothers, for dropping a lot of wisdom, dropping a lot of knowledge. I hope everybody's learning. That's what we do. RS Radio, rise up and let your voice be heard. All right, so Ivan, you were saying before in the other segment, you were saying how we used to police ourselves. In the book, there was a part in the book where they were chasing. I think they were called the Heath Street guys or whatever. They were chasing somebody, and you guys came down from the stoop and you held them down.
Yeah, no doubt.
So you're right, man. Back in the days, people nowadays. You got involved. Nowadays, people just let things go down. I was watching something on the news the other day. Guy got hit by a car in Connecticut. The people standing there and watched him get hit by the car. Nobody went over there and helped him.
Yeah, we watched that.
I was like, crazy. That was incredible. The guy's laying on the floor. Nobody went over there and helped him. So
that was in Greenwich, Connecticut, and that's one of the richest areas in the
people
country.
People are desensitized.
That's
man.
it.
And I used to do the same thing. Like when people used to come to our neighborhood, we lived on the side of East New York / Cypress Hills. There were houses. Mm-hmm. So as soon as you got over Atlantic Avenue and Pinkin Avenue, there were all projects. So the people on the other side thought we were soft because we lived in houses. Mm-hmm. So they used to come on that side by the train and rob people coming home from work. So plenty of times we would catch people robbing people who we knew and throw the beats on them. Lots of times, like we'd be beating somebody up because they robbed somebody's dad or somebody who we knew. And so everybody would get involved in the community. You cannot come on our side and think you were going to catch herbs.
That was the reality, man. And I think really we could blame a lot about the drug epidemic coming into the community and breaking down that whole foundation. Because you were either a drug addict or a drug dealer for the most part. I'm not saying everybody. But, when you were involved with that, it was about the money or it was about the high.
Yeah, I hate drugs, man.
Yeah,
I hate drugs. I hate what drugs have done to the people that I love. I hate what drugs have done to all my friends. I lost so many friends behind drugs and family members, and it's just a bad thing. And on both sides of the fence, whether you're the dealer, there's repercussions because you go away to jail, you leave your family, you get murdered, whatever, and your family feels it. Like my dad always would say, your actions affect so many other people.
Yeah, but there are different
you don't
types
realize
of drugs
it.
now, man. You know
okay, build on it.
So, well, you have the contemporary drugs that you're talking about.
Yeah.
But then you have drugs of people overeating.
That's true.
Not producing the foods.
You're right.
You know, the hormones.
You're right.
You know what I mean? You got the video games.
Even alcohol.
Yeah. You got and the biggest drug deals, man, the pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man.
They keep you locked in, too.
Yeah, of course. They got a pill for everything.
Yeah, it's horrible.
So, it's a different type of drugs, man. You know what I mean? A different type of vices for people, man.
You're right.
It's all about finding that, that inner balance, man.
Absolutely.
Because you could get... Dude, you could spiral down, man, so quick. Just gambling and internet porn.
Everything
and all
is a vice.
Stuff,
yes. Too much. They say too much
Excess
of anything
yeah.
is not good for you.
Yeah.
So tell us Tell us about some of the projects you're working on, Ivan. Right now, you got the book out, Next Stop.
I just want to let people know, man. A lot of people are upset about the book. Some people think I told too much. Some people think I was a snitch. Nobody was getting in trouble for anything I wrote about in my book. But the more important thing is, the second the book came out, I used the book as a vehicle to go into the schools and talk to these kids.
Talk to us about it.
Shout out to actress April Lee Hernandez from the movie Freedom Riders. That's my partner. We've been working hard, man. You know what I'm saying? And we put up all the money. So I put the money right back into the Bronx. I've been in more schools in the Bronx than probably any other motivational speaker, me and April, than any other motivational speaker. And we didn't ask the schools for anything.
Is there a name of your foundation?
The campaign is called What Is Your Next Stop? You can find it, go to my MySpace.
Just Google it. What is your next stop?
Google it, iSanchez.com, Ivan Sanchez, you'll find us. But what I'm trying to let people know is, if you're going to do things, all these rappers making all this money, what are they doing, man?
That's right. Give back, man.
You take 10 computers, you think you did something, you didn't do nothing,
and
man.
Write it off as a tax.
We're changing kids' lives.
Right.
Me and April are watching little girls break down because their fathers are beating them. I had a kid in Chicago tell me that his father pulls him out of bed at 3 o'clock in the morning to beat him in front of his gang. His father's a Latin king, and his father drags him out of bed literally to beat him. You know what I'm saying? And the kid was like, since you came to my school to talk to me about overcoming and survival, I'm going to keep coming to school so I could get my little brother out of this.
That's right,
You know, so what are you doing, man?
Each one teach one.
Ask yourself what you doing, because I know what I'm doing. And if you want to kill me for writing an honest book, you do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
You got to let brothers know, too, that like, I came to a point in my life where I don't live by all of those street codes no more.
That's right.
Some of them are nonsense. Like, there's certain things that I believe, you don't tell everything, but like a lot of those street codes, they're nonsense, man. You know what I mean? And you know what? They're just designed to keep people trapped in and naive and everything like that. We grown men now. We live by a different set of rules, and we don't follow all of those nonsense rules that had everybody killed in the first place.
Yeah, on the real talk. When 20 dudes in my neighborhood got arrested for a triple homicide, about 17 of them talked.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you keep on acting like you're not going to snitch, but when you're looking at 30, 40 years, you're going to be talking, believe me.
That's right.
Yeah, because it's funny that you say that, and I'm going to start saying that when some of these youngsters, we have these debates all the time up here. That means as soon as the cops get you, just say, I'm not saying nothing. Give me my time, and we don't even have to skip all the court time. Just send me with, because if you're not gonna say nothing, then why wasting the court's time?
Yeah.
But they know that's not the reality of the situation. Everybody talks that
it's all fake.
It's fake. All of that these guys are portraying, whatever. It's all fake, man. It's not real. You know what I mean?
When you're looking at the rest of your life in jail, you talk real quick.
Yeah, I gave a scenario, and I always do this to the young kids about the what they think is snitching. I said, if you were down in the pizza shop, I'm up here doing some studio work. You don't have a gun on you. There's a cop ordering pizza. There's two dudes that's down there saying, yo, we're about to go rob the studio and shoot DWI. Are you going to are you going to go and handle those two guys without a gun, or are you going to tell the cops and let them do their job? Oh, nah, I'm not saying nothing.
I live by a different set of rules.
So then I die. I died in because you don't open your mouth and do or say something.
Yeah. Let me give you an example. People, two drug dealers will shoot each other in the street. That's their business.
Yep.
You rob an old lady and I see you. Not only am I going after you, but I'm telling the cops.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's two. I don't live by those nonsense laws. Like, you know what I'm saying? You hurt an innocent person, you deal with the consequences. And I'm telling the cops that you hurt that person. Straight up.
A snitch is Sammy Bull Gravano.
That's a snitch.
He killed 19, 20 people.
Yeah.
And when him and Gotti got busted, he rolled over on Gotti.
He's a rat. Yeah.
I'm not in the game with you for 20 years. I'm not a snitch if I talk about
and you're not trying to get something out of it from the other side. You're not on the grand jury.
You heard an innocent person.
Telling the story.
You heard a kid. You heard an innocent person. You heard an old lady. That's right. I'm going to be with the cops trying to find you. You better hope they get you first.
That's right.
Because just like my man DJ Disco Wiz said, man, street justice is the form of justice. You know what I mean?
You got to do what you got to do.
Man? If the cops don't get you, if the street don't get you, your conscience will get
That's
you.
gotta get you,
know what I'm
man.
saying? Nah, your conscience.
Your conscience.
You know what I'm saying? Well, it's I know.
You gotta pay.
What goes around will definitely come around tenfold.
Okay. All right. Wrapping it up. All right. Listen. Give your shout outs. Tell everybody what you got coming out. We're about to wrap it up. MySpace pages.
It's just begun, the epic journey of DJ Disco Wiz, hip hop's first Latino DJ. You can catch us on MySpace. It's just begun. MySpace DJ Disco Wiz. I'm going to Mexico next week.
All right.
My man Boca Floja.
All right.
We're doing it up in Mexico City. DF. Diesel Federal. You know what I mean?
You can always go to our page, myspace.com/RS Radio NYC. We got Ivan on our top friends. We got DJ Disco Wiz on our top friends. Ivan, get some shout outs and let the people know what you got coming out. Let's
shout out to DJ Disco Wiz. The book is serious. Joe Conzo, the photographer. I'm writing his memoirs next.
That's crazy.
Shout out to Daniel Hastings. We're doing a real sick hip hop book, like Big Pun's last photo session.
That's hot.
Wu-Tang's first photo session. It's gonna be a crazy hip hop book. And I got my first novel, The Murder Exchange. We're going to keep writing books.
You should. Do you know Liza Rios? That's
no,
you should talk to Liza. That's a good friend of mine.
I'm supposed to be meeting Liza soon. Yeah, shout out to Liza and rest in peace to Pun.
Yeah, you should talk to her about writing that book.
Also, you heard it first here. Powerhouse Books, January 14th. Obama book release party. Yes, we can. DJ Disco Wiz behind the 1 and 2s.
Keep me posted. I want to come to all those events. And this is RS Radio. I want to thank you, brothers, for coming up, shedding a lot of light.
Thanks
Very
for having
inspirational
guys,
show.
man.
We need more shows like this. Go out there, cop the book. Next Stop Growing Up Wild Style in the Bronx. But my man Ivan Sanchez. This
support
is RS
my brother
Radio.
Ivan, man.
That's right. Support these brothers. And when the next book comes out with DJ Disco Wiz, we are coming back.
We'll be up
doing
here,
it all
man.
over again. It's just begun.
Big up to RS, man.
We out of here. Let's go.